The following is a presentation of W.O.N Sports, America's home of champions.
Candlepins for Cancer, live from Bowl-A-Rama in Sanford, Maine. Today we're pleased to feature the ladies versus legend matchup, a 5-string doubles format. And here to introduce this match, our host, Paul Grant, Mike Morin.
Thanks, Greg Gouillart. Thanks for watching on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports Network. We have Brooke, Betteridge, and Amanda Carroll, the ladies against the legends, Al Johnson and Craig Holbrook. Brooke, Betteridge, you've bowled with Amanda for over 32 years. When you guys bowl together, magic comes out of the air. You guys always seem to step up big time when you bowl together. Why is that?
Because we have good chemistry together. We've been friends forever, and we just love bowling with each other.
Good luck.
We have mutual respect for one another as well.
And you get a prediction for today?
Do I have a tradition?
Prediction.
Prediction? Yeah, we're going to win.
How much? What's the Vegas line?
20 pins.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Good luck today. Al Johnson, who runs Candlepins for Cancer. Al, thanks for putting this together. Amanda's been talking trash ever since we announced this thing here. She wants to bowl you head one-on-one, so you're going to bowl anchor today.
She scares me. Yeah, she's really good.
Tell the viewers about your world record when you did that.
It was a 15-25. We were in Haverhill, and I don't remember a lot about it. I only remember 2 boxes. I had Charlie Jutras. He was marking for me, and I turned for a shot. And then the last one was when Charlie Jutras said to me, "You need this mark to beat the record." Those are the only 2 things I remember about it, but it was pretty cool. I'm really happy about that.
All right, good luck today.
Thanks.
Okay, Mike Morin.
Thank you very much. Amanda Carroll first, and then we'll talk to Craig Holbrook. You and I got to meet kind of a legend in Candlepin bowling, especially for women here today. Somebody neither of us had met before, I'd heard of. Judy Berry is in the audience today, and back 35 years ago, she bowled the first 200 that a woman ever had, as far as we know, and it was done on the Pro Tour.
Yeah, I just met her at the bar, and that's one of my goals, obviously, as a Candlepin bowler, is to eventually get a 200. So it was very nice to meet her, and she introduced herself. It was kind of cool to meet her.
Speaking of legends, we lost Charlie Milan in the last year or so. I don't want to make you cry, but we do need to give him some love today.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure. I'm always thinking about him when I'm bowling. So him and I bowled together for some time in the Can-Am, and he's very special to me.
Good luck to you today. It's so good to see you on the lane.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Holbrook, it's just you and me at the end here. You whispered in my ear that when Alfie was talking about this record-setting score he had, I didn't hear the whole thing. You said that you walked into that as a tournament.
I'm bowling on the next shift, and the score is up there, 15-25. So Jack Stanek was with me at the time. He goes, "Craig, tell you what, you want to go home now?" I'm like, "No, I can still finish 4th or 5th. So here's the thing. I start out 3 box, 8 box, so I have 11. So Jack says to me, he says, "You only have like 1,514 more to go, Craig."
Well, speaking of crazy numbers, this is a story that you told at the Hall of Fame induction several years ago when you were inducted, as a matter of fact, I think 2014, right?
Yes.
When you were overpaid by an entire digit from a Channel 5 show. You were walking out of there with 15 grand. Nobody's ever won that much on Channel 5.
Yes, I was supposed to make 1,500. They sent the check in the mail. The check came as 15,000, and it was even written out 15,000 and 0 change. And I really didn't know what to do at first, other than having to bring it back to Needham, where Channel 5's home base was at the time. And they cut me a new one, so it was fine.
But not for a second were you tempted?
No, really, no. I'm a 23-year-old kid, so yeah. I was scared, actually, what to do with it, but we did the right thing.
It's great to see you today. Good luck with Alfie. And DraftKings has you guys as 1-5 underdogs. So.
We're underdogs in this match? Stop it.
All right. Paul Grant,
very good.
I'm done with these guys. Let's get the match going here, sir.
All right, so it's 5 strings, $5 at a time. exhibition match, the ladies versus the legends on the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Free on YouTube, Candlepin Bowling Network. And leading off on lanes 17 and 18, the Hall of Famer Greg Holbrook and Brooke Anton Betteridge out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. Greg Gouillart on the controls and the technology. Hello, Greg.
Hello, Paul. Pleasure to be here. A great legendary matchup. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Oops, I just put your glasses on, Paul. I can't see a thing.
I just need it for reading. Seeing the small print. Here's Brooke Betteridge starting off to the left, 4. Bundle of 6. Left-hander Hall of Famer Greg Holbrook in the pocket has the 3-10 baby split. Betteridge hooks it left. They've been trash talking all week, last couple weeks about this match. All in good fun, of course.
Are you sure? I don't know.
Holbrook field goal.
Oh.
Brooke ends up with a 1-5-10 for a 7 to start the first to 5.
As I watch Brooke bowl, it's interesting how many women that we've seen, like Glennis McKinley a couple weeks ago, have a bit of a curve, and you don't see that with too many men bowlers who rather just shove it down the lane as hard as they can. Women have a finer touch, it seems.
Greg Holbrook a 9. Early 2-pin lead for the legends over the ladies on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports Network. Brooke has the 4-10 wood to help. Holbrook this time goes right. 5-1 split. Mike, you're also a radio broadcaster with 52 years. We'll talk about that in just a moment in your new book.
You make me sound so old. I appreciate the the plug there. But 52 years. Well, I started when I was 4 years old, okay? So we'll leave it at that.
I got you beat on years then.
Yeah, but you're quite a famous guy with a very popular strike on TV that we can talk about later.
Nice 10 for Brooke Betteridge. That's the Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third for a 10. Greg Holbrook a 10, 19 through 2. Early 2-pin lead, 19-17. The legends over the ladies.
I don't know whose idea this was, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, Al put it together with Amanda initially. Brooke crossing over.
Because, you know, they're cheering for the women. I mean, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
And these are two of the nicest guys, so it's not like they're jerks, you know?
Depends who you talk to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got our first.
O.J. Martin, son of O.J. Martin Sr.
I noticed that, yeah.
Great bowler of his own. Brooke has some wood to help. She's going to go east coast to west coast with 2 pieces of wood to the left of the 6. Looks good. Won't go.
How did that stay up? Wow.
Where's the wind gust we need today? The Arctic air today.
I know.
Holbrook missed the object pin. It's the 3 and the 7.
Here in Sanford, Maine, we're only about 100 miles, if that, from the coldest spot in the country today. Top Mount Washington, the wind chill, 108 below zero.
I heard 121 earlier.
Oh, did you?
Brooke a 9,
See?
Craig an 8, 26-27.
You always got to top me.
I always hate when announcers say the lowest score first. 27-26. Legends over the ladies. First string. Betteridge in the pocket. 8.
That was
7,
a beautiful ball, and this one definitely goes.
Greg Holbrook has the 4 spin left. The 1, 2, 4, 7 Millis. We call this the Rick Kamrowski special. The Kamrowski special. Friend Rick Kamrowski made a living off this shot. And more than the average pro, so I call it the Kamrowski special. Betteridge spare.
Beautiful. Capping the wood on the right, and both of them go out. The ball took out the 7-pin.
Holbrook 1 and 3 chance plus. Gets it, spare.
When that one
goes, special goes.
It is one of the prettiest spares when you hit between the 1 and the 3.
It's about a 36% success rate for Pro Bowls. Wood. All stats today provided by Candlepin Bowling Network. Matching spares, 37-36. Legends over the ladies. Betteridge on the bonus. 7, 1, 2, 4. These go about 51% for Pro Bowls. Wood. 43 through 3. Holbrook's it's a copycat society. He gets 7 also. 44 through 4.
He's got the other side, though.
3, 6, 10. Brooke with
Nice
2 in a
shot.
row.
Oh,
Got it.
yeah.
Back-to-back spares. 53 out plus 1.
I think she and Amanda have been basically partners for how many years?
Holbrook has spared a match. Back-to-back spares. 54, 53. Legends over lady. They've been bowling for 32 years together. They won a Can-Am recently in Canada.
So they must have met when they were kids in school or in the neighborhood or something.
Yep.
All right, Alfie and Amanda with the perfunctory handshake, and now a second one. Is that legal? Let's check the rule book.
I wonder if there's pine tar on the hands.
I know.
George Brett will get mad about that.
Wait, was there a $10 bill in his hand that he was passing over to Amanda? Don't make me look bad, he says.
Amanda Carroll from Gray, Maine, out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. 3-1 split, the 4 on the left, 3-6-10 on the right. Al Johnson, the world record holder for 10 strings, 15-25, parallel pins plus the 8. 2 pieces of wood. Amanda trying to kick it over, too far right. 3-6-4 left. Their first box of 5 strings. Johnson, spare. Amanda, nice shot. Pretty shot, 10. That's the shot she wanted. Last ball. 64-63, 2-1 on the marks for the Legends over the ladies. From Sanford Bowl-A-Rama, Sanford, Maine. Great place to host your birthday parties as well. Rock and roll every Saturday, 12-2. Amanda for a strike, gets it.
Oh, man.
Beautiful shot.
Can we call that a hammer?
That's a mellow hammer.
Okay.
Spread eagle. It wasn't like a tomahawk, like blam.
No, well, I mean, it was only the 4-pin that took its time going down. The rest, all 9. The hammer was a little late on the 4, I guess.
One you won't see in 10-pin bowling is a spread eagle. Very rare if you do. That's 4 and a spill, 14-1. Spread eagles go about 1% of the time for pro bowlers that would. Again, stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. And Al, I call it a 2 10s in a sense. A spare 4 and a 6, so I call it 2 10s. 20-2. Amanda working on a strike on lane 18 here in Sanford. Love her rhythm swing there. In rhythm, hooks it right.
All right, she's going to have to get a bunch here on her second ball to fill decently.
That's why you get 2 on a strike. Al Johnson, 1, 2, 4, and 10. Amanda's second ball, hooks right, leads up the Kamrowski special. The 4 spin left, the 1, 2, 4, 7, 6 in the strike, 26-2. Al on the object pin, nothing else.
A little too full on that object pin.
Amanda, good ball,
and that
gets it.
Was a beauty. She's
10.
shaking her head, thinking, why couldn't I have thrown that the first time?
So making Rick Kamrowski jealous. 2 Kamrowski specials so far, 36-3.
That's true.
Al again in the object
chop.
pin. 1 for an 8, 28-3.
So you sent me a video of the 1993 Channel 5 Tournament of Champions, True Value, and it featured, of course, these 2 partners today, Alfie and Craig Holbrook, and Craig lost by 1 pin, as I recall.
Yes. After a roll-off, Craig got a 183-109 win.
Yeah.
To see who bowls last. Amanda 9 drop there, 7 pin left up. Wood to help.
Boy, the pins are lively here.
Yes. For a second mark, she has it. 46 in the ball through 4. First to 5 from Bowl-A-Rama. Al spare, and a pretty shot.
He still got it. I asked him how he's doing these days as bowling. You know, I hadn't seen him 30 years on TV. He said, about 112, 113.
Not
I
bad.
would take that at his age.
Not bad for 67.
Yeah.
38 in the ball through 4. Scores are on your screen at home. Amanda. Here's a check mark. 5 to the left, 3, 6, 10 to the right on the spare. 52-4. Johnson crossing over. Parallel pins plus the 7. 5 in the fill. 43-4.
Is there a name for this one that we can say on TV?
Amanda, good ball. She got it.
My.
What a shot for a spare. 61.5 plus 1. Third mark. Back-to-back spares.
She has not left a pin standing so far.
That's a perfect game in Candlepin.
It is.
If you 10-pin bowls, a game of skills and challenge.
That's the only perfect game that'll ever happen in Candlepin.
Thank you. Al Johnson, nice shot. Spare. 53 out plus 1. A good battle going on. It's a duel, like the Steven Spielberg 1971 movie with Dennis Weaver of McLeod. Duel. It's a duel here in Sanford.
I missed that one, but I do appreciate the comparison.
It's a good movie. Very intense movie.
Can you send it to me?
I put it in the Candlepin chat. It's a very good movie. Not a lot of talking, but it's really good, intense. I guess that started the road rage phenomenon, you could say. Back to the top of the order, Craig Holbrook. 1-3-6-7.
Kind of a bit of a double dribble on that shot.
That's on a spare. 60-half. Brooke Betteridge on her spare, 6 a diamond. Let's go about 27% for Pro Bowlers Wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network, 59.5 for her. Holbrook's open, as is Brooke. And 2 WOW shirts sold today. It helps support Candlepins for Cancer.
Gotta keep
a
it coming.
501c3 charity.
Oh.
Good try by Holbrook. A 9.
Yeah, the object pin just flew right across the top of the 7 pin as Brooke goes too far to the right on her 5-8 shot.
Craig 69 through 6. Brooke 67 through 6. 122, 120, a 2-pin lead for the Legends over the ladies. The southpaw in lane 18. Thin hit, just 4. Betteridge, another 4-horseman right. This time it's the 1-3-6-10, known as the
I don't know.
Kamrowski special.
Oh, so both sides?
Yeah.
Left or
4,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rick will get a kick out. If you make a shot, you make one. Tell Rick I made the Kamrowski special. Betteridge, nice shot. She got another one.
3 for 3, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
79 the ball through 7. Holbrook gets the short 2 for a 9.
Struggling just a little bit after back-to-back spares in the 4th and 5th boxes.
So correction, Brooks 77 the ball through 7. Craig 78 through 7. And that gives the ladies the lead right now. Holbrook, nice ball, strike!
Oh.
That's a hammer.
That was a hammer. Even though the 4-pin was the last one to go down, just like Amanda's was, that was a hammer.
8 on the fill, 1-8 left up. 85 through 7 for Brooke, Anton, Betteridge. Missed to left, leads up the head pin. Craig 88 plus 2 through 8, first of 5 strings. Brooke 10. 95 through 8. If these walls could talk, author Mike Morin here. Mike, tell us about that story, that book.
There's a diner in New Hampshire called the Red Arrow Diner, just celebrated its 100th year of being open. And I did a little digging and wrote a history of it called If These Walls Could Talk. And I have copies today that I'll sign and give $5 back to Candlepins for Cancer. Anybody that picks up a signed copy while we're here today at Bowl-A-Rama.
And they get that online also?
They can, yeah. Just get it from me directly. No Amazon stuff for me. Cutting out the middleman.
Smart man. Holbrook 9 the strike. Big pins. Betteridge the 1-6-10. Craig 97 through 8. A 10. 107 through 9. Brooke looking at the 1 and 10. Going for a 10. She'll get a 9. 104 through 9. Updating the score from Greg Gouillart.
Currently a 4-pin lead in favor of the gentlemen, but a spare up on each side could change the difference here.
Craig Holbrook on the nose.
Looking to get a double. No.
5-pin lead, actually, on the scoreboard correction. Ladies in the lead over the Legends. Craig chance here. 51% success rate for 2 pins without wood. No, got the object pin. Couldn't get the 10.
It's even worse is when the pin jumps off the plate, the pin that doesn't go, as his did.
Brooke off the wall. Can't get to go. 3, 6, and the 8. Their final box of the first string. Holbrook, 9. 116 first string. Brooke, nice 10. Pretty shot. 114. So Craig outs Brooke by 2 pins. 116, 114. Amanda Carroll and Al Johnson. The play-by-play with Mike Morin.
All right, here we go into the second half of our anchor bowlers doing the fist pump together. Alfie takes a bit of a slide there. Seemed to feel like he's sticking. And Amanda will wait for Alfie. Bowler on the right always is the first to go. And
both on spares.
That's it. Both on spares. So an 8-pin lead for Amanda as Alfie fills his spare. Almost had the half Worcester. Got 3 on the fill. 4. And Amanda goes a little bit to the left as well for a 6 fill on hers. Uh-oh. Thought he was going to go through the hole. Instead, he ends up getting 8 on the second ball as Amanda does her double pump windup. Just walks by the object pin. Doesn't quite get the picket fence. Oh. Well, 10 pin was last to go as Amanda goes for her 10 box and gets it. So we are back about 10 pins apart, these two bowlers. The lead being held by Amanda.
I have a nickname for this one. That's called the 7 of 9, the Star Trek character. Jerry Ryan played the part.
Now there's a check mark minus the 3 pin. And not a whole lot of help from that wood over on the left-hand side. Alfie, however, can snap off the pins, the dead wood out in front and pick up the shot, but misses completely. You could see what he was going for.
I thought it was a football game with the field goal instead.
Yeah. Can't give him the 3 points, though. Oh, if she hadn't capped it, I thought she was going to have it. Wow. That's why we love this game, because it makes no sense half the time.
It tests your will, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's what's good about it. Tough 6 for Amanda. Amanda 83 through 7. Al Johnson 75 through 7.
So it's a 6-pin advantage, ladies, over the Legends.
So 5-string total. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
no
that's right.
points for a win.
Goes by quickly. Dinner bucket and the 7 in the corner. Amanda missing again, a little to the left of the head pin. Is that also called the Cleary on that side?
Yeah, the Bob Cleary, yes.
I'm picking it up there,
It's
Paul.
the hay bale. Look good. Wow, he thought he had it.
Don't go over the foul line, Alfie.
7-8, no wood, no luck.
Yeah. Well, there's not much you can do with that one. And Amanda was just a little too thin on the head pin, getting a little hand slap from her opponent, Al Johnson, world record holder. He'll do the best he can, get a 10, and perhaps, I'm sorry, what?
9 for Al, 9 for Amanda.
That was a 9, yeah. I thought he was going to take 4 balls. That's why I said 10.
Oh, okay. That's how he wins the strings nowadays.
Is that how he got the record? He is a fun guy. I don't know who's got more really good stories, him or Craig Holbrook.
They could both talk.
Yeah.
I'm one to speak.
Well, I've made a living doing it, so.
Nice 9 drop for Al Johnson.
That's a rough break.
8 in the back, 6-10 to the right for Amanda.
And Alfie's got a pretty easy shot on this one.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
0 for 1.
Can we edit that out, Greg? Oh, that's right, we are. I never said that. I deny that I ever said that.
And that's a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third on the roadblock. 10 bucks for Al Johnson, 94 through 9. Amanda, field goal for an 8, 100 through 9. Final box of the first. 4 more strings after this on the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network. Please share, like, subscribe. Free on YouTube. No credit card required. Candlepin Bowling Network, free on YouTube. Back to Mike Morin.
All right, we're already starting our second string.
After this box.
Gets his first shot, and Amanda will step up on lane 17 here at the Bowl-A-Rama in beautiful Sanford, Maine.
The crowd definitely favoring the ladies.
Oh, you knew that was going to happen. If you take a look at social media, everybody wants the women to win.
Yeah, they won Battle of the Sexes 2 weekends ago in Portsmouth. Spare.
There you go.
Amanda 110 of the ball in the 10th. Al Johnson 9. Disappointing string by his standards. 103.
Bit under average, which I think he told me was 112, 113, somewhere in that area. So he's 10 pins, about a mark under average.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
So a 15-pin lead.
118 for Amanda Carroll, 114 for Brooke Betteridge, 116 Craig Holbrook, 103 Al Johnson. The first string goes to the ladies over the Legends, 232 to 219, a 13-pin lead. We'll be back with our second string in just a moment on the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network.
wasted to sit in a half a tub of water. You just saved over 10 gallons of water. So keep New York wet. Save water. Turn the water off when your mother's brushing her teeth. You'll save over a gallon of water. Keep New York wet. Save water.
Second string underway. Sanford, Maine, Bowl-A-Rama. Craig Holbrook, 9. 6-pin left up, 2 pieces of wood. Brooke Betteridge.
I'm not going to jinx Holbrook on this shot, the way I jinxed Alfie a few minutes ago.
Holbrook for a spare, yes. 10 in the ball to start the second of 5. Betteridge to answer, way left. Wynn took that one.
Was it the wind?
I think the door was open, that's why.
And we're close
Greg,
enough.
close the door, huh? Another Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. A 10 to start the second. Let's bring Mike Morin back with play-by-play.
Can I get $1 for every time we have one of those Paul Grant specials today?
We'll put in the charity.
Okay, there you go. All right, Craig Holbrook will step up after he shoots a 10 on the first box. I'm sorry, a spare. It was Brooke that got the 10.
We should have Greg keep track of that stat. It's at least 3, right? Maybe 4 now. Holbrook spare fill is 5. That's a post. 15 through 1.
No wood to help him out. Not an easy shot to make. Leaving the high-low jack. The 1-7-10. We do not have any extra money, though, for the conversion of this shot.
I call this the Augusta, Maine special, the 1-7-10. Oh, what a
Look at that. That deserves a wow if anything does.
Well, you're supposed to say it.
Oh.
You're doing the play-by-play.
That's the Paul Grant special. Wow!
No, that's when you miss the second, make the third.
I don't want to hurt myself here.
20 in the ball for Brooke Betteridge, Amanda's partner of over 32 years. They bowled together in the women's doubles event, Exeter Lanes, Exeter, New Hampshire. Last September 10th, watch it on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Oh, Brooke too far to the right this time with a 3 fill.
Puts her at 23 through 2 in string number 2.
Oh, fell off the plate. I thought he was going to be able to take it down. Back door, but no. Should be glad to see this box over. And Craig misses as well. Again, a little bit of a double dribble.
Brooke with a 6. 31 for Craig. 29 for Brooke. Second string of 5, Sanford Bowl-A-Rama, Sanford, Maine on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports Network. Special happy birthday to Jonathan Rios of W.O.N Sports.
Oh, happy birthday to you, sir. And there is another strike for Craig Holbrook. The 6 was the last to go down, so he's got 2 balls to work on to fill that strike frame. And there's a shot that can be made pretty easily. Easy for me to say back here. For Brooke. Yeah, missed the object pin. But
Jonathan Rios and W.O.N Sports, happy birthday again today. Anytime you want to trade years, feel free to reach out to me.
Trade years?
Yeah.
Oh, he'd probably trade pocketbooks with you.
I had no say in the matter. 9 for Brooke. 38 through 4. Craig Holbrook, 41, plus 2 big bonus balls on lane 18. Back to Mike Morin.
You know who else is having a birthday in the audience today? I think it's her birthday today. Is Judy Berry, the first woman to bowl a 200 string officially. We'll bring her up and chat with her perhaps during the next string.
Yep.
Quite a lady. I'd heard about her. I'd never thought I'd meet her today.
Good bid by Holbrook there. Another birthday to John Aloster, Candlepin bowler in Concord, New Hampshire, Butwells. And
wow, you must have
Michelle
that.
Ward also, Maine, a good Maine bowler as well.
You must have that famous Candlepins for Cancer calendar that came out a little earlier this year.
Who wrote that book?
I don't know.
Who wrote that calendar, rather? That's 8 for Holbrook out of the gutter. That won't count. A 6 for Brooke. Disappointing half for Brooke, 44, and Craig, 57. After that strike, 8 fill in 8 box. 44-37.
Tightening up in a hurry.
Ladies have the lead in the match by 6.
All right, we're going to switch partners again now. Alfie is on lane 18. And Amanda's going to bowl on 17.
It's actually tied the match. Correction. Okay, tied the match.
Well, that's a tough one to take. Doesn't your heart sink when you leave that one? You hit the head pin and then bang, 4 go down. So what'd you say, 1% chance
1%
on
on
this?
spread eagles, yep. Without wood for Pro Bowler, stats by Candlepin Bowling Network.
I'm far from a pro, but I think I made it once in my life, and that's it. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Wow.
Hey, you got 2 outs to none of me so far.
All right, I'll hold off a little bit.
You say it too much.
That'll take the heat off of you. Well, a good start for the ladies after the match was tied halfway through the second string. Moving along pretty quickly with some pretty good scoring. Not a great shot. That's the 5, 7, and the 8 with some wood. And Amanda's just throwing everything at the 4-7. That's a nice fill.
18-1 in the second of 5. Oh, nice shot there.
Beauty. He's a classic guy, that's for sure.
19 the ball through 2 for Al Johnson.
Boy, she's so accurate. There's a spare for Amanda Carroll.
28 in the ball through 2 for Amanda. Back-to-back spares to start the second. Candlepins for Cancer is a 501c3 charity. It's bowlers helping Candlepin bowlers' families and their relatives. Please do your part. Candlepinsforcancer.com to donate. Any amount is welcome. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Bowlers helping bowlers. Candlepinsforcancer.com.
Well, there he is, a Hall of Fame nominee for this year. I believe next October, Paul, is going to be the actual induction, but the announcement will be made sometime summer of 2023. Hope he gets in.
Well deserved. 8 in this fill. Oh, look at that one.
There you go. Hey, go ahead.
You're doing the play-by-play. I can't say it.
Wow.
Amanda's fill was 6. 3 in a row.
Oh, man.
Wow.
There you go. Bonus money. Who's paying the bonus money? Is that you, Paul, or is it Greg?
Al's paying the bonus money. Unless it's coming out of your pocket.
You got to sell a lot more books to be dishing any cash out today.
Amanda 44 in the ball through 3. Al 37 in the ball through 3.
There it is. A beautiful 9-drop. No. Make that a wow strike. The 5-pin took about a half hour to go down, but it did.
Look at the crowd cheering Amanda on.
Did you see the look that Amanda gave Alfie? Like, okay, I couldn't get it, but you did?
They've been doing this for weeks. We've been talking about this for 2 or 3 weeks, a couple of months now. Another spare.
There you go. And
look at that.
High five for each other.
4 spares in a row to start the second.
6-pin difference in the match overall halfway through our second string.
Amanda 53 through 3, 63, and a ball through 4. Al Johnson working a strike, 57 plus 2 here in Sanford, Maine.
Well, it's a shame he punched out. Didn't quite get the spread eagle for a 5, but he's on a strike. So we'll see what he gets on his second ball. Might have a little help from the pin up against the 3-pin. Not enough of an angle to be too helpful, but as we say, spray and pray.
Amanda Cal with the post on the spare, 68 through 4.
Well, he touched the 3. The 7 never got touched. But he gave it a heck of a try, capping the wood.
Oh, just missed it.
How did the 6-pin stay?
Denied 5 in a row. Valiant effort by a great bowler.
That's a shame.
Field goal for Al.
Well, the ladies taking the lead. Barely.
Al 8 in the strike, 8 in the box, 73 half. Amanda Carroll 8, 77 half. Update from Greg Gouillart on the score and the match lead.
I think I got it right this time. 353 for the ladies and 349 for the gents. We've got a good one.
I think we always knew this was going to be a good one. What a perfect matching it was. Personalities and scoring abilities and just fun people to be around.
Back to Mike Morin.
All right, there you go, the 5 and the 8 with a nice plank right up in front. Another pin in the back as Craig Holbrook takes his first shot in the second half of his string. Amanda will hope to push that ball straight back, pin straight back, hit it on the stripe. Oh, she went a little bit right. Brooke, I should say, excuse me.
54 in a ball through 6.
It was a great try for Holbrook, leaving only the 4-pin. Had a big split there.
4-pin doing his best Elvis Presley impersonation. All shook up. Wouldn't go, though. 10.
Well, the game remains just pins apart, 4 so far. 4-pin difference in the second half of the second string. It's five games, by the way, if you're just tuning in. A little bit soft on that shot, but he still got the 1-pin. She got the 1-pin. Leaving the 3, 4, 7, 9, 10. There's a nice break. Split, broken up. Now it's probably a little more difficult for him to make the 7-pin than it is for us mere mortals, right-handers.
Oh, wow, wow! What a shot for a spare.
Can we say it together?
Yes, 1, 2, 3. Wow! 5 and a spare, another spare for Brooke.
But a 9 for Holbrook. Ball went in the gutter and touched the pin first.
Gets Scott Lapierre out of the Sanford Bowl-A-Rama. You also won the Candlepins of Cancer.
The ladies
last
now
series.
take just a bit of a lead, up to 19
Yeah.
points.
Wow, huh? Wow. Some great bowling going on here today, huh? What a match.
It's a tough one.
A lot of fun.
We're doing a mixed ladder series we'll announce next week on Candlepin Chat. Out of Sanford Bowl-A-Rama here. Top 5 men, top 5 women. A ladder series format. Stay tuned for details on Candlepin Chat. Candlepins of Cancer. Roll-offs here at Sanford, Maine. Middle of March. Start March 14th through the 25th. Brooke tough 2 fill. 79 through 7 and 9. 80 through 8. Craig Holbrook a 9. 85 through 8. Back to Mike Morin.
Alfie just came back to compliment Brooke on that fabulous split shot that she made. It was a 3, 4, 7, 9, and 10. It was a piece of art to watch that. It was beautifully done. All right, so we've still got Holbrook with his 1-2, and on the other side it's Brooke at the spread eagle minus the 7.
Oh.
Another one? She's stealing the show with all the great trick shots today. There you go. And a spare. And a 10 box for Brooke.
90 through 9 for Brooke. Craig Holbrook on a spare. 95 in a ball. Wrapping up his second string of 5 on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network.
Wow, boy, she gets so much action. And leaves the 7-pin and a couple pins leaning up against. No one in the gutter. And the other is dead in front of it. So she's pretty much got to cap it or nick it on the right-hand side. There's a big one. Strike ball. Oh, man. That was about the most beautiful, accurate 7-pin conversion.
100 in the ball, the 10th. Craig strike on spare. 95 through 9, 105 plus 2 in the 10th.
Don't trust the copy score. Look here on this one.
Okay.
All right. So it's the 2 and the 4 for Brooke.
Brooke ends up with the 108, second string.
Thought he had a double. The patented Craig Holbrook crusher. Oh. Well, it was in the 10th frame, so it's not like he was going to put anything on it, right?
124 for Craig Holbrook. Judy Berry is with us here. Judy,
yes.
You have a 200 in your career.
Look at this.
201 on the Maine Pro Tour.
Was that with bumper guards?
No. No.
You bowl here out of Sanford Bowl-A-Rama?
I did until I retired.
Do you remember when you did that?
Yes, it was in 1985 in Lincoln, Maine on the Maine Pro Tour.
You have a triple strike or a double strike in that?
I had a triple.
Very good, 201.
201.
What's your high triple and high 5, do you know?
1300 was my high 10. 640 was my high 5. and 409 was my high 3.
Congratulations, Judy Berry.
Thank you.
201, very impressive.
First woman to do it, over 200 here in the state of Maine.
Amanda Spare, 87 the ball through 6, her 5th mark in 6 boxes.
And she even bought a WOW shirt.
Yes, she did.
All right, so we've got the 7-pin with a little wood, and he doesn't even use the wood.
Wow, that's precision shooting. That's a pro bolo shot.
Well, and the way that Brooke took out her 7-pin just a moment ago without using the wood. Exactly.
Pinpoint accuracy, a Spare. 83 in the ball through 6.
And a pin difference still. They've never been more than maybe 15 pins apart. Now they're down to 1 as Amanda steps up. Wow.
8 more in the fill. 95 through 6.
And Al, he's tickling him. 9-pin stays with some wood that may come into play here unless he can thread it right up the middle.
Big 9 fill, 92 through 6. Another Spare for Amanda. Look at her go, 105 and a ball through 7.
These bowlers are putting on a show today, boy. And Alfie threads the needle, puts it in between the wood, and picks up a Spare.
And they continue to trash talk each other in good fun.
Well, it's easy to do when you're bowling well. Yeah. You know, when you're having a good time, it's easier to do some trash talking. Nobody's feelings are getting hurt.
It's like when you try to do an interview and someone loses a match afterwards.
Yeah. I've done that before. I covered hockey in the minor leagues on radio for a number of years. It wasn't fun going to a player whose team had just lost or somebody who had a really bad game.
I know the feeling.
The boss sends you down to do it, so of course you suck up and do it.
9 the Spare for Amanda, 114 through 7.
Al's ball going just a little bit to the left. Picket fence in the 7 on the left.
That won't count.
She knew
Tough
it.
Break.
She knew it.
That one got away.
It's almost like the pin is a magnet to the ball when you've got it in the gutter right next to the pin you want to take down.
When you're bowling that well, too, it irks you because you feel like you can't miss anything in those situations.
No. Well, he cut that a little bit too thin and leaving the 7 and the 10. After a 5 fill. He's giving her, he's taking her to school on how to make that 7-pin.
Spare 5, 107 through 7, 8, 116 through 8. Amanda Carroll, 1, 2, 3 through 8. Winding down the second string, 3 more after this.
And the 4-pin remains. The 5-pin did go down. All right, 9-pin remains. Pile of wood. Going to have to use it. No choice here. Can't thread the needle and do a direct shot at it. And Amanda just missing to the right of the 8-pin.
That's 2 she doesn't usually miss.
Yeah, no, she is so accurate.
Johnson takes advantage of his
You
wood.
look at Alfie, you can't believe he's in his late 60s.
Amanda, the tough Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third, 10. Still a fine string, 133 through 9, and she knows it should be 150 or more. Al Johnson, 67 years young, 126 in the ball through 9, 2023 Hall of Fame nominee.
Nick Norcross making the nomination, I do believe.
2-time World Championship winner, Nick Norcross.
Can't believe one of those didn't go.
That's the Star Trek character again, the 7 of 9. Wood to help.
And Al would like that head pin to go down. It won't.
Still in the rock and bowl.
Amanda's going to, hopefully, I suppose, use the 7-pin wood there.
Try.
Well, didn't think it was going to play out quite that way.
Al Spare 8, 134 through 9.
And Amanda's going to be in the 140s.
And probably lose a string.
Yeah, hard to believe. This was a great match between the two anchor bowlers.
The ladies versus the legends, wrapping up the second string of 5. Amanda at 9, 142, second string.
Losing by
out 10, 144, 144, 142, head to head. We'll have a third string coming up next on the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network.
just might burn this house down.
Arson has a lot of warning signs besides smoke. Arguments followed by arson threats. Stores with empty shelves. Vandals. Unsealed vacant buildings. And building strippers. If you've noticed any of these danger signals, call the Arson Strike Force. Strike arson before it strikes you.
Welcome back to Sanford, Maine, Bowl-A-Rama. Paul Grant, Mike Morin, Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network. Third string of 5 underway. Brooke, Betteridge on lane 18. Sweeps where the head pin, has the 2-4-7. Craig Holbrook off to left, has the 1-3-10. Updating this match lead by Greg Gouillart.
Yes, currently we have Carroll with 260 and Betteridge with 222. Johnson with 247 and 240. The gents have just a slim 5-pin lead, but Betteridge just made that spare.
Holbrook's open. Chucks up the head pin and the object pin for an 8 to start the third. Mike Morin, if these walls could talk, tell the viewers how you got the idea for that book, how they can obtain that.
Well, I thought anything that's been around for 100 years that serves the community and serves people, as this Red Arrow Diner does in New Hampshire, would probably have tons and tons of interesting stories from people you never even knew were involved, including the Rockefellers, Paul Newman, Kevin Costner, and Adam Sandler, a regular there. Saturday morning, you might see him in the corner reading the paper, having his breakfast. And so I dug up all those stories and put it in a book called If These Walls Could Talk.
Brooke in the spare, 6, 16 through 1. Good bid. Tough lead, the 8 and the 9. Pick your favorite pin. 5, 8, 7. Holbrook. He gets it. Wow, what a shot for a spare. 18 the ball through 2. Brooke a 9.
2-pin match.
25 through 2. Yep.
This is a 5-string series.
That's why I put the Dennis Weaver, Steven Spielberg's first movie, directed in 1971, Duel. A great movie. Got to watch that, Duel. Dennis Weaver, my favorite actor from McLeod. Played opposite weeks with McMillan and Wife. And,
yeah, he had a hit
Columbo.
song too, didn't he?
He did some country songs.
In the 70s.
Yeah. 3-2 split for Brooke.
Very makeable shot for Craig Holbrook. That's his fill on the spare. It's the 1, 4, and 10.
25 through 2. Brooke just missed.
She made that last string, and she didn't miss it by much this time.
2, 6, 10. Holbrook off the wall. Wiggling 10 won't go.
A little more wind is needed. Let's open the doors.
Brooke at 9. 34 through 3. String number 3. Holbrook at 10. 35 through 3. So if these walls could talk, how could they get that book, Mike?
Well, they could come down to the bowling center if you're within 10 minutes of Sanford, Maine. Or you can get in touch with me on Facebook. Just put in Mike Morin, and you'll see the Red Arrow coffee cup as my little icon picture.
And how do you spell Morin, by the way?
M-O-R-I-N.
M-O-R-I-n.
Correct.
Not to be confused with?
M-O-R-O-N.
Or? Oh, yeah.
Is that where you were going?
Yeah.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Hey, you said it first last broadcast. I'm just following your lead.
A good defense is a good offense, pal. Remember that. If there's anything I'm going to teach you about this.
Good try by Brooke. What was that?
If there's anything I'm going to teach you about this, that's your lesson for the day.
Oh.
You be the one to make fun of yourself. And you do, by the way.
All the time. Just look in the mirror. Brooke at 10. 44 through 4. Holbrook at 10 to match. 45 through 4. Update from Greg Gouillart on the technology.
The technology works. And we've got ourselves a close match, just 6 pins.
Legends over the ladies. Overall, 532, 526.
He's got a great voice. I can't believe he's only 12 years old. Unbelievable.
Brooke, 2, 7, 10.
I think she deserved a little better with that head pin shaker hit.
Yep.
The 5-pin stands. Nothing come near the kingpin.
If These Walls Could Talk by author and 52-year radio personality Mike Morin, M-O-R-I-N, not O-N-I-N, M-O-R-I-N.
Thank you for revisiting that. Yeah,
Mike, the
right.
candle and calendar, $410 raised to Candlepins for Cancer. Thank you for that. $5 for each book sold today goes to Candlepins for Cancer.
I'm on my third case already, so we're
of alcohol.
Yeah. Why does it show?
We're just missed, not by much. Holbrook right on it. Spare. 55 half plus 1. Brooke missed again for 7. 51 half. The
So
Legends
look at
over the
that.
ladies right now. 542, 550, 533. Amanda Carroll, Al Johnson, play-by-play with Mike Morin.
All right, here we go, Alfie. Stepping up on the left side, Amanda will go first. The bowler on the right-hand side is always the person that takes the first shot.
Just want to mention before they bowl the ball, Candlepins for Cancer is a 501c3 charity. Bowlers helping Candlepin bowlers' families and their relatives only. Do your part, candlepinsforcancer.com, and to donate any amount is appreciated. Candlepins4cancer.com. Candlepinsforcancer.com.
I'm glad that you mentioned that because people don't have to fill out all kinds of paperwork. If they need it, they just tell the organization and a check is in the mail, basically.
Yeah.
There's probably a little more to it than that, but not much.
Tough lead there for Amanda. Look at this. Take a picture of this one.
4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Wood in the back.
One of the frustrating shots on Candlepin bowling, among many.
I think she throws a 2-pound, 6-ounce ball. 2.7, of course, is the max.
3 mainstay records, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She is. She's headed for the Hall of Fame someday. Of course, the age you have to be minimum is 50.
And she's just 40 right now.
I'd like to see that come down a little bit in the future.
Yeah.
All right, Alfie, with a Brooklyn hit. And that was the 3, the 5, and the 10 that went down.
He got Brooklyn and he got a strike. Go figure.
Here you go.
Show by Amanda.
See what she was going for. So all the bowlers having a good day. Nobody's really just stinking up the place. And an 8-box for Amanda Carroll.
Third string of 5 from Sanford Bowl-A-Rama, Sanford, Maine. First time here. Great facility. 20 lanes. Book your birthday parties here at Sanford Bowl-A-Rama.
This place is
Sanford,
beautiful. About 10, 11 miles off the main turnpike. Very easy to get to.
Unless you have a slowpoke in front of you, then it takes half
right.
an hour, like today.
I said, I like it up here, but I don't know that I could ever live here. And then I saw they have a Dunkin' Donuts. I said, I could live here.
I thought it was the movie Duel again. As the car wouldn't go, like the truck wouldn't go fast, going like way under the speed limits. The car tries to pass them. It's a cat and mouse game the rest of the movie.
It is.
It's like they're driving these small roads sometimes.
So they have birthday parties. They have Rock and Bowl, which they had when we walked in before we started today.
Yep, 12 to 2 every Saturday. All 20 lanes packed. 3 birthday parties today. Amanda Carroll.
I did Rock and Bowl for many, many years at the Acton Bowlodrome and then at Portsmouth Bowl-A-Rama. That was so much fun.
9 for Amanda, 17 through 2. Al's spare was strike was 7, 17 through 1, 8, 25 through 2. So 207-324-2401 to book your birthday parties at Bowl-A-Rama, Sanford, Maine. 207-324-2401. A lot of specials as well. Check their website or call them today. 1217 Main Street, Sanford, Maine. Back to Mike Morin.
All right. There's Al having kind of a pokey picket fence. 3-pin went down. So right now it's the 1, the 6, and the 10 as Amanda shoots cross lane against the 3, 6, 10. The 10 stays up a little bit too high on the 3-pin. The 6 didn't do its job. And she's got some tricky wood, although I do think it's going to go down as Al threads the needle right through the hole between the 1 and the 6. Still with 7, and Amanda hooking for the 10. And like I said, tricky wood when you've got it. It looks like it's a gimme to the uninitiated bowler. Oh, yeah, I could do that. Well, no. That was kind of an interesting 10 shot. Well, we're approaching the midway point of today's very, very exciting match, which is now 18 pins apart. That's about as far of a gap as we've had so far. And the men have the lead by 18 as Amanda steps to the line. A thin hit, but it worked for her. And this will be a little easier to take down than the 10-pin was in the other corner with that wood. It's the 5-pin left for Al Johnson. originally from Western Mass. Just nudged it over. When you got that extra wood sometimes, it isn't helpful. And a beautiful spot-on shot by Al Johnson.
Matching spares, 36 in the ball for Amanda Carroll, 45 in the ball for Al Johnson, third string of 5 on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network.
There it is, the 1, the 8, and the 10 with some wood in between. The 1 and the 8 might be helpful. Alfie was just too pinpoint perfect on that shot, spread eagle, but instead of the 2, he's got the 8 in the back.
Amanda's spare 7, 43 through 4. Al's 4 fill, 49 through 4.
She walked away, turned her back on it, and knew that she wasn't going to make it. All right, a couple frustrating tosses in the air of her Candlepin ball.
That's object pin, nothing to show for it.
Too full, as is often the case. These bowlers are so good, they're too full. The cut shots sometimes just don't happen.
8 for Amanda. 51 half. Al Johnson 7, 56 half. Halfway through the match, Paul, Grant, Mike Morin, Greg Gouillart. Update from Greg.
Well, you see here the Gents have a 14-pin lead, so with 20 marks to 19, Holbrook and Johnson seem to be pulling slightly ahead here, but we've still got half the match to go. Anything can happen.
All right, back to Mike Morin.
All right, here we go. Holbrook is up on lane 18, and he gets a pretty good hit, but leaves the 7-pin. The 4 was a little late to the party going down, and Brooke. A strike on lane 17. Hearing a little trash talking here.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I know. I thought I heard a bad word uttered in the background there. We're not governed by the FCC, are we?
No. The comments will let us know if they did hear it, though.
All right. Another great pocket hit, this time, though, the 4, the 7, and the 10. Oh! Just barely walking by the object pin for Craig Holbrook. Oh, boy, we're all learning some new words today, boys and girls. Oh! That is a beautiful shot. She has pulled some amazing spare shots today as Craig takes down the head pin for a 10 box. So Brooke has 81 and a ball, and Craig 94, not working on a mark.
They're pretty close together in the mark department, Mike. And
what's the stat on that? Do you have it?
It is 21 marks to 21 marks. Pitting
Wow.
is just about 3, so the guys are getting just a bit more on their count. But Brooke Betteridge gets good count on this one.
Well, that's pretty amazing considering now that we are 23 pins apart in the match with the men having the lead. But again, as you pointed out, the fill can make a huge difference cumulatively. Oh, man. She seems so spot on today. Great accuracy for Brooke Betteridge. It's going to be a 9 for Craig Holbrook and a 10 for Brooke. That'll tighten things up just a little bit. 14-pin difference as Craig steps up on the right lane. He's working on 99 through 8. That was a great first ball, leaving the always infamous 6-pin with a real tight pocket hit. Picket fence on the right-hand side, or 4 horsemen, as Don Gillis used to call it. 1, 3, 6, and 10. A little upset with himself there. That was a spare shot that he missed, and substantially so. A little too full on the object pin, the 1 and the 3.
She made 3 of those earlier.
She's been, I think, the best spare shooter of the day so far, with some trick shots and just some basic shots.
And Craig Holbrook, the Paul and Grant special, missed the second, make the third, a 10. 113 through 9 in the third of 5. Brooke in 8, 107 through 9. Craig, updating the score and the totals.
Currently now a 16-pin matchup in just about the halfway point of this.
Legends lead the ladies.
They're watching from all over the world today. Saw on our Candlepin chat page, Cheryl Yeaton from, I believe, New Brunswick, or is she from Nova Scotia? Anyway, her husband's Paul's, they're both great bowlers, and she was going, go Team Women. So she was putting up a big cheer for the ladies.
Yeah, please share this match with your friends and family. Nice shot for Brooke.
That was nice. So a spare in the 10th frame. Craig takes a 10 for 123.
Brooke 117 a ball in the 10th.
Yeah, Amanda's standing up for every good shot by Brooke. It's great great teamwork to see, rather. Yeah.
They always bond well together. They do so well when they get together.
And a 5 fill. Still wiggling. 6. Anybody want to give me 7? Who'll give me 7? I feel like an auctioneer here. It's a 6 fill after all.
Sold at 6.
And they tie at 123.
Holding her own, Brooke Betteridge.
10-pin difference as we approach the end of the 3rd string. We'll see how Al and Amanda do to round out the anchor positions on their respective doubles teams. The ladies and the legends.
Craig Holbrook 363 through 3. Brooke Betteridge 345 through 3. Well above her 108 average at the Big 20 on the Tuesday Night Speed League, Scarborough, Maine. Shout out to Mike Walker, president of the Maine Candlepin Bowling Association. Runs the Big 20, does a great job. His mother Leslie Walker also.
Waiting for Alfie to step up.
Back to Mike Morin.
Al Johnson is ahead of Amanda Carroll by just 5 pins as they step into the 6th box of their 3rd game. That was a great first ball by Al, leaving the 3, 5, and the 6. The diamond, not the diamond, I'm sorry.
Triangle.
Triangle, yep.
I do it all the time. I am my father's son. I get them all mixed up. I know what they are, I just say I'm wrong.
I was not that great in geometry, the only weak math subject I had. Boy, he didn't miss that by much. Another inch over to the right, he'd have had it.
I'm just glad I was a business major. Avoid those classes.
Well, those pins all add up because we're just 19 pins apart. The men still have the lead.
Al Johnson 9, 65 through 6. Amanda 10, 61 through 6. 3rd string of 5 from Bowl-A-Rama, Sanford, Maine, on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network.
Well, you know, that's the exact same place almost that he hit the last shot. And this is a much more difficult and maddening spare with parallel wood. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Amanda steps up and she goes too far to the left, which is quite unusual to see her only drop a 2. But neither of them are on spare, so no harm done. Just got a tough spare to make. And Alfie, I see what he was going for. He was going to slice the 6. Now that still would have been tough. So can Amanda do any better? She's got a 8 number of pins to face. And that's what she has down now, the 1 and the 2. Al Johnson only a 5 box. Well, the men had the lead by 14 pins going into this box. But the women are not going to get too much back as Amanda can get no better than 10.
70 through 7 for Al, that tough 5. Amanda gains 5. That's like a spare fill in a sense.
Exactly.
71 through 7. Update from Greg Gouillart on the score in the match.
It's a 4-pin difference. See the power of the 3rd ball and how much of a difference it can make.
Legends lead the ladies. 680, 676 overall. 5-string format.
So is this going to come down, do you think, Paul Grant, to the last 3 or 4 boxes because it's been so close so far?
I've done so many matches, I'm going to have a stroke one of these days. It's so close.
All right, well, that's the first of the last 3 boxes that he's been on the pocket side, or the right side. Last 2 have been Brooklyn hits, and this is a pretty makeable spare. However, if he does clip that 1 pin in front of the 4-7, that could be trouble.
Amanda float over the strike at 9, and that was no good. Out of the gutter, doesn't count. -1.
Yeah, it's too bad because he did need to go.
Amanda missed the opportunity in the gutter. Ouch.
And boy,
that's two she's had in the match now in the gutter.
That's true. Well, it's 5 strings. Start to wear down a little bit. Her accuracy's been off just a bit.
So correction, Al with an 8 is 78 through 8. Amanda 9 just 80 through 8. They both had Al had a 144, 142 win over Amanda that last string. Funny game. There's a check mark for Al Johnson.
Been right on the head pin, just getting some really bad leaves. And Amanda's got a tricky one to make here. No wood to help her out front of the side saddle triangle.
Just missed, not by much.
Pins are dancing, but not going down this game. What'd you say, 144, 143 the last match?
144, 142.
And there's a spare for Amanda Carroll, who's got so many records in the state of Maine for women bowlers. It would take a while to go through. And a fun person.
87 through 9 for Al Johnson. Amanda 90 ball through 9. Greg, update?
Amanda Carroll with a good count on this spare could take the lead for her team.
Right now it's a lead for the men.
Well, he had that just a moment ago.
It's the replay.
It is.
Deja vu.
A thin hit on the left side. He went for the 610 last time.
That's a Groundhog Day shot, you could say.
There you go.
Amanda's fill is just 4.
With 2 sets of double wood in there, along with the 8 and the 10 in the back row.
94 through 9. The plot thickens here in Sanford, Maine at Bowl-A-Rama. 2 more strings after this.
I'd just like to thank Al Johnson for padding the time so that we can make Jonathan Rios' time slot for W.O.N Media.
The birthday boy, Jonathan Rios, W.O.N Sports.
So he's trying a little differently this time because he had the piece of wood to work with against the 4 and the 7. No real help. Best he can probably hope for is to pick up the 6, 9, and the 10, the 5 be by itself.
Amanda missed that shot completely.
And that's what he did.
Nice out for Al, 9. Disappointing third string, just 96.
Well, that's about almost a 50-pin drop from the last one.
Like the temperature tomorrow. Amanda, tough 7. Just a 101 string. She had a 142, a 101. Al, a 144 last string, a 96. Welcome to the wonderful world of Candlepin Bowling. 2 strings left. We'll be back with a 4th string on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports. Welcome back to the ladies versus the legends on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports. Amanda Carroll, 361 through 3. Brooke Betteridge, 345 through 3. Craig Holbrook, 363 through 3. Al Johnson, 343 through 3. Update in the match from Greg Gouillart.
It's a tie match. 706 apiece going into the final 2 strings. Total pinfall determining the winner.
This is not a Steven Spielberg production duel. Dennis Weaver, 1971 movie. A must-see movie. It's the ladies versus the legends. Craig Holbrook starting the 4th string, 4-2 split. Back to Mike Morin, the play-by-play.
Still falling for Brooke. She's going to be the difference in this match today. She's the secret weapon because she has pulled off some amazing shots, always around the head pin, like that shot right there. However, she made a liar out of me by completely missing.
What's with those leaves? 20? It's you. You're cursing me on some of them shots. You're voting for the women. I know you are.
Of course we are.
So,
good point.
We're ladies' men.
So you're talking smack to Amanda, and you're talking smack to my partner over here. Alfie, go sit down.
People like you, they don't like you.
Bob and I are ladies' men. We're ladies' men. You know?
Yeah, maybe Bob, but.
Al Johnson, host of Candlepins for Cancer. Great job, Al.
Thanks.
Tell the viewers about the charity, how it works.
Well, it's for Candlepin bowlers. If you're in the Candlepin community, we raise money to go to people recovering from cancer, from chemo and radiation, or any other actually stuff to do with cancer. You just go to Cancer for Cancer, with Cancer FOR Cancer, and you can apply. And we give money to $500 to $1,000, depending on how much money's in our bank. All the money comes from bowlers, so the bowlers are always helping other bowlers, and it's just a big circle. We have tournaments. We raise money for the charity with the tournaments. The bowlers put up their own money. They bowl for their own money. and the tournaments. We raise money at the tournaments like you're doing right now, which has been very, very successful for us. I can't thank you enough, you guys. But and it just goes from there. It promotes our game, which is one of my major goals. Also, it's a fun game. It's a game to come back. You're going to get more kids involved, especially the women. And we got a promo coming probably in a month or so. It's going to highlighting the women's tour, and we'll be putting that out. Well, when you're ready, actually, that's when we're going to do it.
All right, sounds good. Al Johnson. Oh, what a shot for a spare!
Wow.
You got more wows than I do today.
I'm sorry. You invited me here. I'm going to take advantage of it.
Brooke with a spare of her own.
The shot that Craig made was just phenomenal.
29-27. The ladies lead the match by 2. Back and forth all day long.
Well, we said it would come down, or at least I did. I thought it would come down to the last couple boxes, and I'm still saying that Brooke is going to be the secret weapon in deciding this.
Holbrook spare fills 6. Back to Mike Morin.
All right, so what do you do with this shot? Do you take the wood on the left side, or do you just try to
I go for the pins.
Cleanly? Go for the 3-6, make it a cut shot.
Brooke spare 5, 34 through 3. Use the wood. And almost.
Oh, man.
Either option. That's why he's down there. I'm back here.
Yeah, it's a short pin, too. I'm going to have that pin checked.
Brooke got the forceman again, but did not get the 8 that time. Tough shot for left-hander, 9.
So for 10-pin bowlers, I was checking some stats today. For that shot, it's 94% they make it when it's pinned by itself. Now, probably a little less for a left-hander, but all the other single pins are between like 92 and 96%.
10-pin. Candlepin up to 72% for pro bowlers that would. Both 9s. 43 for Brooke, 42 for Craig. 1-pin lead in the match for the ladies over the Legends.
And the third split in a row for Craig Holbrook, as Brooke leaving just a 5-pin, and she's got a guide that's slowly rolling back, so I don't know how helpful it's going to be. Probably just wants to go straight at it. As a pro, that's what she'll do. But if she is off a little bit to the left, she might get a little help from the pin that is a bit of an angle toward the 5. So Craig misses the split, and the guide did not help her. I'm not sure that's what she really wanted to do, but I thought she'd have a chance by doing it that way. And there's a great cut shot. The 6 and the 7. Shame it's a 10, though.
52 for Hall of Famer Craig Holbrook. 53 for Brooke Betteridge. A 1-pin lead in the match.
Loving it. All right.
Back to Mike Morin on W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network.
We are switching bowlers again. Al Johnson, nominated to the Candlepin Bowling Hall of Fame. Hopefully the judges will give him a seat at the table that he certainly deserves. He's a record holder. He's a fundraiser, and I think even though he's going into the category of performance, you know, he does some good things for the game for sure. Tireless, much like you, Paul Grant.
You're awfully kind. Thank you. I'm not worthy of that comment, but thank you.
No, you are worthy of it, my friend. I see how you run around in between matches and get the crowd whipped into a frenzy and get them to buy your WOW T-shirts for Candlepins for Cancer. Great cause. Nope, not getting any luck on. Oh, and the 7-pin did go down. She had some wood to help her out, though, but wouldn't you rather shoot at the 6-10 by itself? That's the way you make it. Not quite enough. 3-pin remains after the half Worcester. Beautiful shot. That's the way to do it, because there, you can easily miss that shot with that wood that she had.
Al Johnson, 10.
We still remain 11 pins apart. 768. 1 pin apart.
1 pin. 1 pin for the ladies. Plus this bonus ball from Amanda Carroll from Gray, Maine.
Sometimes it takes me a little time to update everything, but yeah, 1 pin. It also took me a while to update the string. We are on string 4, folks.
And there you go, leaving the 10-pin and some wood that isn't necessarily his friend. The further up it is, the tougher it is to make.
Wow, look at this. You got to be kidding me. Wow. That's a bad wow
yeah,
on a spare.
It really is.
14 through 1.
A 4-fill.
5-pin lead for the ladies over the Legends in the match.
They're having a good time, though. Isn't that the point of all this?
Oh, yeah.
Besides, you know, making some money for Candlepins for Cancer.
Amanda said she's bowling against Al no matter what.
All right, picked it up, even with the wood possibly being as a roadblock. It wasn't.
Good bid by Amanda. Nothing much
she
to show
gets her
for
workout in, doesn't she? When she does
she's
her
like
squats
Nancy
and-
Hart of Nancy Wilson of Hart. She does a little leg kick with the guitar there.
Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Wow.
Wow, that's nearly impossible to make.
Pro bowler there.
Parallel
Pro
wood.
bowling shot there. 9. Big 9.
Yeah.
23 through 2. Al Johnson. 20 in a ball through 2.
And 4 pins separating these two terrific teams of professional Candlepin bowlers on a Saturday afternoon in the coldest part of the country.
Antarctica.
If you're watching us.
Antarctica.
Yeah. Earlier today, Mount Washington over 120 degrees below zero. There's a great shot. 6-pin remains a little bit high, but he's had similar shots moments ago that left a mess of pins, but this time clear shot at the 6-pin.
29 through 2. The lead goes back to the Legends over the ladies.
Oh,
Missed that
that's
one.
going to make him mad. There's going to be some bad words coming out of his mouth.
Especially if Amanda makes this shot. And almost.
Wow, great shot.
And that's the
how
Paul
you do
Grant
it.
special.
Yeah.
Missed the second, make the
That's
third
it.
for a 10.
How many of you had those today?
At least 6. Baker's half dozen, I think. Amanda 10. 33 through 3. Al Johnson 39 through 3. Update from Greg Gouillart on the score.
Now it's 5. Boy, oh boy. Also statistics, 23 marks for the guys, 25 marks for the gals. Pinning is pretty close as well, so it's really the bonuses that are making a bit of a difference right now.
And I missed it. Did you give us how many of the strikes, men versus the women?
6 strikes for the guys and 2 for the women.
Wood trolling around for Amanda. Can't get the 4 to go. Al 3, 6, 10. 4 to the left. Wood to help.
This is a beautiful shot if it goes, huh?
Yes.
Hit it on the stripe. Watch them all go down.
I think you want to go a little more to the right in that wood.
Yep, totally agree with that.
Missed the red line to Harvard train. Amanda stomps her foot as she missed that shot. Fierce competitor. That'll be a 10 for Al.
Just clipped it. I was going to say, this is not a gimme with that wood.
And Amanda made in the third shot. What's that mean, Bob?
What's that?
She missed the second shot. She made the third. What do you call that?
Oh, that's the Paul Grant 2 for 3 specialist.
Yeah.
Miss it
I
on the
made so
second,
many
make it on the
shots.
third.
I missed so many, it's just I missed so many shots by just a razor thin margin. That second shot, they making the third off course.
All right, so I saw a video this week, Paul, Candlepins for Cash 1980, when you were a contestant and you threw a strike, and it was a convincing one. How did that feel at that moment?
I thought I was dreaming, honestly. It felt like a dream.
First of all, just to be on there with Bob Gamir.
Yeah.
And that was one of the last strikes thrown in
It was
the
the
first
last
run,
strike,
right?
the last strike.
It was?
Yeah.
But then Rico Petrocelli took the show over for a couple years after that.
Yeah. Yes.
And so there were some strikes, obviously.
Right. The initial run, I got the last strike.
Yeah.
That was the best show, though.
It was great, though.
This time, Amanda gets it. Takes a bow.
There you go.
Missed 3 single pins in a row. Overall, now she
Not
connects.
this time.
Al Johnson 9, 53 and a ball for Amanda Carroll.
How can we be
58
just 4
half
pins apart? We bowled, what?
for Al Johnson.
3.5 games, yeah.
All right, that's 3 you have to go. Greg Gouillart, the update and the score.
I mean, I know Amanda Carroll almost invoked that mock applause there, but that's a big mark right there. With just a 4-pin margin, average spare fill is 6.5 per Candlepin Bowling Network stats. It remains a close match.
8.3 in a strike fill. All stats again by Candlepin Bowling Network.
That one got away from her, huh? She has that little bit of a hook at the end, and she held the ball just a little bit too long. I can say that because as a 10-pin bowler growing up, throwing the ball that way, I know why that happens. So the 7 looked like it was leaning. Didn't go down for Craig Holbrook.
It wouldn't have was in Paris either.
Well, he's got a lot of wood in front. That one should go as long as he keeps it out of the gutter.
And he does, spare. 62 in a ball through 6. Brooke, big out.
Oh.
Nice shot. 10.
I thought she was too full, but nailed it.
63 in a ball through 6. Second half of the 4th string of 5. Sanford, Maine, Bowl-A-Rama. Book your birthday parties here all year round. 207-324-2401. 207-324-2401.
Much better shot.
Strike
And
for Brooke Betteridge. And Mike Morin says,
wow. I swear. You already have.
Craig Holbrook 8 in the fill, 4-7 left up. 70 through 6 here in the 4th. For another one. Bang!
Nice shot.
80 in a ball through 7.
Bowlers picking up the momentum now with a 12-pin difference. The men on top by just a mark and 2.
That didn't come out right, the way you said that.
The story of my life. We'll clean it up in post-production. Greg is a wizard with that stuff. He's going to get rid of the bad L. Johnson words from the last string.
He's working a strike, though, Brooke. Holbrook's spare fill.
Look at this.
10, strike on spare.
He's not
90 through 7, 100 plus 2 through 8. The crowd, nice ovation.
He'll take it.
The Hall of Famer.
Of course
Brooke
he will.
Looks good, won't go. The 3-9 left up. On the strike, 8. 81 through 7. Ladies trailing in the match. Brooke, 9. 90 through 8. Match it is 15 for the men.
And
the Legends lead the ladies by 15.
While we were not watching carefully, Craig Holbrook has thrown 3 marks in a row. 2 spares and a strike. Strike on spare.
Brooke just 3 that time. Amanda Carroll on a spare next, though. Cut it to single digits. Holbrook 2.
Well, there it is, the infamous punch out. However, he's working on a strike, so he can work a few more pins into that.
Brooklyn on lane 18. Nice bid. Will it go? It does.
There it is.
Pretty shot, spare.
Crowd coming alive, watching some of the great shooting today from these bowlers.
100 in a ball through 9. Holbrook's strike fill is 6. 106 through 8. Chops up the head pin for a 7. 113 through 9. 2 spares to none for the ladies. The Legends lead the match by 18.
Minus 2 hits, though.
Do we have to pay royalties to Las Vegas? Because Legends, that's all you see out in Las Vegas. Elvis, Roy Orbison.
And lemon dye, that's $5 to Candlepins for Cancer. Tough one, Phil. Great for the charity, tough for the bowler. Holbrook 9, 8 pin left up. Thunderous shot. Brooke 101 through 9 on the lemon drop, Phil. Nice second ball. Leads up to 7-10 NFL goalpost. Holbrook gets it.
So 4 out of the last 5 boxes have been marks for Craig Holbrook.
123 in a ball in the 10th.
One of the best clutch bowlers ever, that guy right there.
Brooke at 8, 109, 4th string.
So possible 133 for Craig with a strike on his spare.
2-5, spare chance. So that's it for the box.
131.
131.
Yeah.
Not a bad string.
Not a bad string for Brooke either.
61-year-old Craig Holbrook, Hall of Famer. 454 for Brooke through 4. Craig Holbrook, 494 through 4. And the match lead right now is the biggest in the match, 27 for the men. The Legends lead the ladies, minus this fill ball from Amanda Carroll.
Who's going to do her best to close the gap as she bowls up against Al Johnson.
Amanda 53 in a ball on lane 18 on lane 17. And Al Johnson open 58 through 5. 1 string to go after this on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network.
Goes by quickly, doesn't it, when the bowlers are this good?
Yeah. Amanda hooks it right, just 4, 5. 58 half. Just 6 in those 2 fills combined for her and Brooke. Al Johnson crossing over. Brooklyn sided. Call it 10 pin. 9-10. Wood to help.
Tough shot. He can go with the wood that he's got against the 9 and the 10.
Oh, wow. What a shot for a spare. Outstanding. Tough leaf. Great shot. Great bowler. 68 in the ball through 6.
It was a perfect fit to get them all to go down in one motion. Not always the case.
Al for a spare. Yes!
Oh!
Nice shot of his own.
Did the ball kind of ricochet off and take out the 9? Tough to
Great
say.
shot. Yes,
Kind
did.
of thought that it did, yeah.
68 in the ball through 6. The duel continues here in Sanford, Maine at Bowl-A-Rama.
You're being treated to some great spare shooting today, which doesn't surprise anybody here, by the way.
First ever Ladies versus Legends series.
This one you got to bring back another time.
Yes, we will. Dreaded spread eagle.
See, that's what humbles us in this game. You make a great shot like she just did, and then you pull a pooper like that.
72 through 6. Strike on spare
my.
for Al Johnson. 78 half, 88 plus 2 through 6. Make it 7.
Boy, it looked like she might have a shot at that.
2, 4, 7, 3 to the right. For
Another inch
Carroll.
or two over.
72 through 6. Nice out, 9. 81 through 7. Al Johnson, 88 plus 2 through 7. 2023 Hall of Fame nominee. 2 bonus balls coming up.
It's a 29-pin lead now.
Biggest
for the
lead in the
gentleman.
match, either side.
And he's got 2 balls on the strike.
And what's so interesting is both sides have 29 marks, although Johnson hasn't filled one of them. But the pinning's pretty level too. 3 pins different in that department. Yet the guys have a significant lead. Fills matter.
And we saw this earlier from Amanda. Look at this one. You got to be kidding me. Wow, that's a bad wow. 4-7 left, 5 in the middle, 6-10 to the right. No wood, no luck.
That upsets her because she's up against a strike, so that just makes it even that much more difficult to take. Hands on the hips, you can read the body language. Well, he'll take that.
He's working a strike. That's the 1, 2, 4. Spare chance, working a strike. Amanda got the 10. Go for the short 2 on the left. Nice bid, 9 in the strike. Big fills. Amanda, nice out, 8, 89 through 8. Al's 97 through 7 with that strike 9. 4 pins for a 10.
30-pin lead, Paul. That may be the biggest of the day so far.
Yes, it is. 10, 107 through 8.
Ladies are letting it slip away.
40-pin lead all
now
of a sudden.
It's 40. But 1 game to go to make those pins back.
It was tied not too long ago.
Yeah, a couple boxes ago, it seems.
Spread
there
eagle.
It is again. That lets the air out of the crowd, doesn't it? A couple of spread eagles by a local favorite. Al Johnson.
Talk about taking the air out of the balloon.
Oh, man, you're not kidding.
Too bad it wasn't that China balloon, you know?
I know. I think I saw it on my way into Sanford today.
Tough job there.
Oh, boy.
On the object
demoralizing.
Pin. Brutal.
But she has so much experience. She'll have a talk with herself and be back in the next game. And, you know, Al doesn't do that too often, missing a single pin.
7 from Amanda. 96 through 9. Al Johnson, Hall Grand Special, missed the second, make the third. It's a Baker's half dozen today now. 117 through 9. The Legends are leading the ladies in the match. 43 is the lead.
Got a raffle going on behind us for Candlepins for Cancer, right?
Yes, we do.
Just heard a guy say that if he wins it, he's going to give it all back to the organization.
Thank you.
Typically, it's a split, isn't it?
Yes.
50-50.
Tell us about your book before you sign up the 4th string, If These Walls Could Talk.
If These Walls Could Talk is a 100-year history of the Red Arrow Diner, America's most beloved diner in Manchester, New Hampshire, with some of the world's most famous people coming to dine there, presidential candidates, movie stars, and your every workaday blue-collar and white-collar person. Makes for an interesting read of all the things in 100 years that I could squeeze into 110 pages.
And
Thank you.
And you get that on Facebook Messenger, Mike Morin, M-O-R-I-N.
Look at that. Sweep them over. Now,
Mike Morin, If These Walls Could Talk. 8 for Amanda, 104, 4th string. Al Johnson, 9, 126. 4th string at a 144 in the second. And all of a sudden, through 4 strings,
like 44.
963, 919. The Legends lead the ladies. We'll be back in just a moment on the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network.
It is totally unacceptable to me when people dump on New York. But how can I stop them when it's plain to see we're dumping on ourselves? We've got to sweep our sidewalks, put our trash in plastic bags, the bags in cans, etc., etc. How can we get the world to respect us if we don't respect ourselves? If you're a New Yorker, then sweep it, can it, bag it, and don't dump on New York.
Welcome back on Candlepin Bowling Network and later on W.O.N Sports New York. Final string, 5-string format, the Legends versus the ladies. The Legends lead it right now. Through 4 strings complete, Amanda Carroll 465, Brooke Betteridge 454, Craig Holbrook 494, Al Johnson 469, 963, 919. is the lead for the Legends. Final string underway. Mike Morin, play-by-play.
Pretty good scoring so far by all of our bowlers today as Craig goes a little bit to the left, to the right of the head pin, leaving the 1, the 4, the 7, and the 10 with Samut over on the left side. And a little too far left, missing the object pin. Not enough oomph to make it go down the head pin for Brooke's second shot, spare shot. And she's got a 1 pin to shoot at, and she'll get it. And Craig Holbrook will use the wood, of course, and take out his 10. And both bowlers are tied after the first box. But it's still about a 44, 45 pin difference so far with just 9 boxes to go for these guys. And then, of course, Al and Amanda have a full string left. So a lot can happen in this time, Paul.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, that ball was tailing very, very severely at the end, and just kind of deflected and didn't really take down too much, even though it looked like a good hit. There you go. Wow!
Strike for Craig Holbrook. 20 plus 2 through 2.
Get those T-shirts, by the way, that have the catchphrase that you coined. Wow. Money going to Candlepins for Cancer fund that we continue to build in any number of ways.
Yeah, by the way, I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, no.
We give $10 to Candlepins for Cancer. You only give $5 for your book.
Well, that's because I'm not overcharging to begin with.
We're not overcharging at all. We don't price gouge.
No. It's a great shirt, too. I wear it to work.
I had to say that. No, all good fun, of course.
You know what? You hurt my feelings.
I'm only kidding. Okay. You know that. Brooke 18 through 2. Craig Holbrook working a strike. Back to Mike Morin.
Or Greg. What you got?
Well, it was interesting. We've seen a lot of wacky splits today, and perhaps it's possible that the lively sidewalls and the pin action, usually it's good for higher scores, but not always. Sometimes it takes out key pins and results in some bizarre configurations like we've seen today that sometimes really hamper the difficulty of the shot.
That's a very good observation. I'm thinking that sometimes people that throw the ball a little bit slower might get a little bit more advantage of the active sidewalls. Yeah, well, there you go.
Brooke up the diamond, couldn't get the 8-pin to go.
Gave it a great shot, hit it where she needed to, and she's going to walk past that one by quite a bit.
27 through 3 at the 9. Craig Holbrook 7 on the strike. 27 through 2, 9. 36 through 3. So, the lead increases in the match.
They're going to add another 9 pins to their lead overall, which is going to make it 47 pins. Make that 45 pins. And again, bit of a drop on that one, and the ball just tailed off to the left. Didn't really have a good firm release on that one. Craig has the 2 and the 4 with no wood. A nice straight direct shot, should make it go. Much better shot.
Wow.
5 pin sadly stays up.
Thought you had it. Holbrook missed his chance there also.
And there's another open box for Brooke Betteridge.
36 through 4.
So things are slowing down just a little bit. This is where the women need to put the pedal to the metal and start putting a few marks together, because they're about 5 marks down or pretty close to that.
Craig Holbrook 46 through 4, chasing a 600. 119 league bowler at age 61.
I think she's hoping to hit that one just a little bit to the right of the stripe, I think. As Craig looks for a mixer on lane 17, leaves the 7 pin with a little bit of wood.
He never hit 200, but he's hit 190 or better 19 times in his career. That's amazing.
It is amazing.
That's even more impressive than 200, I think.
You know what I think is even more impressive than that is he's had over 1,400 triples. Did you know that?
More than that probably now. Spare. Work a 10. 46 half for Brooke. 56 half plus 1 for Craig Holbrook. And it's getting away from the ladies.
Yeah, it is. They've added another 10 plus a ball to what they started this game with. So Amanda now up testing the approach on lane 18. Al Johnson is either warming up or talking to people. Otherwise, we'd have been out of here 20 minutes ago. Just kidding, Alfie.
Final string of the match. Cancer affects all of us. Please do your part. Help the Bowlers charity. Bowlers helping bowlers. Candlepinsforcancer.com. Candlepinsforcancer.com. Strike for Amanda Carroll.
All right, they need a few more of those because they are about 50 pins roughly, give or take, down. Al Johnson giving the fist pump to Amanda. Al hoping to do what she just did. She'll wait and reset the pins until after he's finished his box. The bowler's courtesy, for those that don't know. Some people it doesn't make any difference to, but I think the pros appreciate that.
As long as you don't affect their shot, I think it's okay. The old school bowl whenever they're ready.
It just seems, though, the prevailing thinking has gone to, don't reset until after the other bowler is completed. I agree. You should be able to work past the distraction. And there is a great shot. The 110.
Spare for Al Johnson.
Says, I can do this too, after she throws a very nice strike. Starting off the game, both bowlers with marks in the opening box.
Amanda working a strike, half Worcester left. 2 in the 8, stumps a foot in disgust.
As I think anybody would, for sure. Because you know how close behind, or how far behind you are.
Al Sparefield, 9. 19 through 1.
Jumping on the tough fill, and the ball still roaming around, hoping to take some more pins into the pit. It goes, and it's a 6-pin, no wood, to put a 2 spare together for Al Johnson.
29 in the ball through 2 here in the 5th.
Well, it's becoming now, about 60 pins?
And a strike 18 through 1 and 9, 27 through 2.
Yeah.
56-pin lead for the man in the match.
That was a beautiful delivery, so smooth. A little full on the head pin, but just gets so much action that she's got the 10-pin with some wood. Al's got a sleeper, the 2 and the 8, the 3 and the 9, I should say.
Spare 9, spare 8, 37 through 2.
It was a good shot. So really only the second box in this game. The only bad spot in Amanda's 5th string.
Al Johnson again, 3 marks in a row.
He's still got it after all these years, doesn't he?
And like Paul Simon says, still crazy after all these years.
Well, you said that, not me.
47 the ball through 3, Amanda Carroll. 37 the ball through 3 here in the 5th.
So just a little bit too far off to the right-hand side, leaving the picket fence or the 4 horsemen and a pin in the back. Al Johnson still counting them going down. He'll get a 6 fill on his 3rd frame spare. He's working on 3 in a row.
53 through 3, Amanda 42 through 3. She's open.
All right, so is Al going to use the wood? Probably. Not an easy shot one way or the other. No, he went right for the 6-pin without the wood. Not sure if that's what he wanted to do.
Man, a spare. Oh, correct, that's a 10. 10, my mistake, 10. I'm on a 3-second delay.
Again, we can fix that in post-production.
Still looking for that perfect broadcast.
Keep looking.
I know.
Me too, after 52 years. It wouldn't be any fun.
I know. 63 through 4.
It's like a 300 game in Candlepins. Never happened.
245 is the highest ever by 2 bowlers.
That's right. Yeah,
Well,
that's the odd
Chris
thing about it is the highest game is held by 2 people.
Yep.
Boy, he had some good stuff on that one, leaving only the 4-pin. Got it.
62 half for Amanda Carroll with that spare.
And you really need the wood in there. Most of the time you go for that shot. Unless you're totally dead nuts on it, you're not going to make it.
Al Johnson doink that one. Door slightly open for the ladies. Did a big second half to win the match.
Missed
Al
it on
Johnson
both
9,
sides.
72 half. Halfway through the final string of the match. Along with Greg Gouillart, Mike Morin, and Paul Grant live on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network. Update from Greg Gouillart on the total.
Yeah, 1,091. Now I got to do math quickly. 64 pins is the margin right now, so 5 boxes to go. So there's still 10. Still 10
the ball for the ladies.
And minus the ball for Craig Holbrook as well, of course. But 10 boxes. There is enough time, but something is going to have to happen in a hurry.
Okay. Craig Holbrook on a spare, 56 half. In the pocket for strike 9. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. On the spare, 65 half. Betteridge 5-7.
All right, she wants that wood to stay there against the 5.
Holbrook for another one. No, thought he had it.
Oh, man.
Almost spoke too soon. Betteridge missed it right.
Well, the gentlemen, the Legends, have a little bit more wiggle room now in this match with a 50-some, 60-some pin lead with just the last 5 boxes to go for both bowlers.
Another Paul Grant special for Craig Holbrook. Missed the second, make the third at 10, 75-6. Brooke Betteridge at 9, 55-6. Time running out on the ladies. Holbrook strike!
That was a beauty.
Wow! 85 plus 2 through 7 in Hall of Fame form.
That is Craig Holbrook's 7th strike today in this 5-string format.
The average pro spare is 0.9 per string, well over the pro average.
And I think he's got the highest for the through the first 4 strings, I think, right, for totals.
He threw a 505 in the World Tournament in the 90s also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brooke with a 1 and 7, wide right, 8, 63 through 7, open so far in the final string of the match. Craig Holbrook, 2 bonus balls on lane 18 at Bowl-A-Rama, Sanford, Maine. Home the next mixed ladder, Candlepins Cancer Roll-Offs here, middle of March, 14th to the 25th. The top 5 men, top 5 women competing in a ladder series format.
Well, he's got the 4 horsemen on the right side and the 7 and the 8 in the back. 1 piece of wood. Missed the object pin. That went down anyway with some kickback.
9 in the strike, 94 through 7 in the 5th. Betteridge, nice shot, spare. On the board, 73 in the ball through 8.
Not much room for the women to do anything less than a mark in their remaining opportunities.
Craig at 10, 104 through 8. It's just a dream, an honor, and a privilege to work with you, Mike Morin, again.
Thank you so much for having me. Shaking out the mothballs. It's been about 15 years since I've done this on Channel 50 and then Channel 56 in Boston. But I do appreciate the invitation. Thank you for the kind words.
Betteridge for a strike, 9. 6 pin left up.
That was the Weeble shot, wasn't it?
No, not quite. Almost. You have to wiggle more. 82 through 8. Holbrook open. 3, 6, 10 left up. Betteridge, another one. Bang!
Yeah, you wanted to make that one on the right side of the wood.
92 in the ball through 9. Holbrook at 10. 114 through 9.
And about a 20-pin lead or so on Brooke, the bowler he's up against, the leadoff bowlers. About a 71-pin difference.
76 to lead for the men. Holbrook, not a bad lead, the 1 and the 2. Brooke on the bonus. 6, 1, 3, 68 in the back left. 98 through 9, back-to-back spares. Holbrook missed it left. He's hit 600 for the day. Brooke for 3 in a row, almost. 108 league bowler, Brooke Betteridge, out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine. Craig Holbrook 10, 124. Brooke a 9, 107, 5th string. $5 to go in the match.
Pretty good day for Craig Holbrook.
Yeah, 618 for the Hall of Famer Craig Holbrook. Brooke Betteridge 561, 21 over average at 108. Not bad. And I'll wrap up the match with Mike Morin.
All right, here we go. We're into the final anchor position. Last 5 frames. I kind of said earlier I thought it was going to come down to the last couple boxes. It doesn't look like it's going to be quite that close as we're looking at about a 70-pin difference, roughly, 71, with just a total of 10 boxes between the 2 bowlers to go. Alfie going just a little bit to the left of the head pin, but he's going to get it anyway. Something came off the sidewall and rolled back and took it down. We can set it back up for you, Al, if you want, if you don't want to take it. That indignant look like, how did that happen?
Tough 2-fill for Amanda, 64.5.
very nice spare for Al Johnson. And,
You just got to stop watching my videos on half whisters. Multiple 2 boxes in my career doing that shot. That's why I hate that shot.
A respectable 7 for her box.
71 through 6.
Candlepins for Cancer. Tickets right up here at the shoe bar.
Final 4 boxes. Ladies versus the Legends.
A little bit of hop at the line there may have stuck. 1, 2, and the 8. You want to go between the 1 and the 2, ideally. Who am I telling Al Johnson how to make this shot? He's made it 50,000 times in his career, but not this time. I'll give him some more coaching later.
You got to mic him up. Nice shot from Amanda. Spare. 81 the ball through 8 for Amanda. Al Johnson 9, 98 through 7. 3 blocks to go in the match. The men, the Legends, will defeat the ladies. First matchup ever.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the case.
Do your part by helping CandlepinsForCancer.com. CandlepinsForCancer.com to donate. Any amount is appreciated. Bowlers helping bowlers' families going through cancer treatments. CandlepinsForCancer.com.
Yeah, crowd trying to bully the pins down with their cheering, their chanting. But instead it's the 4-6. No fun.
8 in the spare. 89 through 8. 89 through 7 from Amanda Carroll. Tough leave, almost. That would have been something.
Yeah.
Al Johnson's 9, 107 through 8. Amanda Carroll 10, 99 through 8. 2 blocks to go. We'll talk to the bowlers before we sign off. Thanks for watching on Candlepin Bowling Network. Please share, like, subscribe. No credit card required. Free on YouTube. Candlepin Bowling Network. And the W.O.N Sports Network as well. Thanks for watching.
Quickly before YouTube raises the price.
Al Johnson, strike!
There it is.
117 plus 2 in the 9th. Amanda Carroll, 3-3 split.
Punch out.
It was back and forth the first 3. It was close for 3 strings.
Actually, even through 4, it was pretty
early
close.
in the 4th.
But 3 was almost pin for pin. Then it started getting away after midway point.
Oh, what a try.
Leaving the 3. Al will wait to reset after she takes her 3rd shot.
Great crowd on hand here today.
Indeed.
See, Mike, you're a big draw.
Oh, yeah, of course it's me. Yeah.
Amanda Carroll, 9. 108 through 9. Al Johnson, 117 plus 2. Bowling really well today himself.
I think anybody's had a bad day, really.
Slips.
He put a little extra into that, didn't he?
Yeah. 4, 7, 9, 10.
Didn't help.
Working a strike. Amanda Carroll, the post.
Still got a 137 if he can make this.
Al Johnson. Oh, what a try.
Wow.
10 pin left up. Amanda for a spare. Looks good.
Oh.
Got it. Wow. What a shot for a spare. 118 the ball in the 10th.
Trick
Mike,
shots aren't going to help.
You
Yes.
won the wild contest. You said it more than I did today.
Okay, I promise not to let that happen again.
I won the best 4 to 7 series last time, though. 4 to 3.
Mr. Stats.
A joy to work with you, Mike.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me back.
We'll do it again.
I'll hold you to that.
Right, you got it. I'm a man of my word. 9 in the strike, 9 in the box, 126 through 9, a 135. 5th string for 2023 Hall of Fame nominee, Al Johnson. Amanda Carroll on the spare, 7.
Kind of an
nice
odd
string.
configuration.
125, 5th string. The final scores, the totals, the bowlers from Greg Gouillart.
12-22 for the guys, 11-51 for the gals. Craig Holbrook and Al Johnson victorious over Brooke, Betteridge, and Amanda Carroll. Final scores you see on your screen, 2-600 for the guys. Craig Holbrook 618, Al Johnson 604, Brooke Betteridge 561, Amanda Carroll 590.
We'll talk to the bowlers in just a moment on W.O.N Sports New York and Candlepin Bowling Network. Okay, welcome back to Candlepin Bowling Network's presentation, the ladies versus the legends. Paul Grant, Mike Morin, Greg Gouillart with you live from Bowl-A-Rama, Sanford, Maine.
Oh, I hit a 600. Yes.
Al Johnson.
How could Craig beat me again?
Let's talk to runners first. Amanda Carroll, great run. A lot of tough splits for you, 590, very good performance, but not enough today to beat the guys.
Not quite, nope.
We're
going to have a rematch.
I was going to say, you took the words out of my mouth, a rematch. So when is it going to be a rematch?
I don't know, but we're going to bowl at the Big 20 probably.
Oh, okay. Mike Walker's house, okay. Great effort, great bowler. How do you guys bowl great together? I know you didn't win today, but great effort again.
Yeah.
Very fierce competitor. You always do well together.
Yeah, her and I always bowl well together. It's a good time, and we never give up. And I mean, we were tied after 3, so the last 2 were a little rough. But
we'll see in the roll-offs March 14th to the 25th, the ladder series, men and women mixed ladder series.
Yep.
All right, good luck. Let's talk to Brooke Betteridge. Mike Morin will talk to the legends afterwards. Brooke, bowl great overall. A tough lemon drop on that spare, $5 for Candlepins for Cancer.
Yes, I
Not
know.
a good shot, good for the charity, bad for you though.
Right.
But great ball and some great shots. You made that 4 horseman. I called the Kimrowski special several times today. Really good shooting today. A lot of good splits you made.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
108 average, 21 over your average. Not bad, 561.
I'll take it, but I wish we would have won, but it's okay.
Now, you fooled the Vegas line. You said you won by 20 pins, so all the money was on the ladies, so Vegas won again.
Yeah. Darn Vegas.
Congratulations, a good effort.
Thank you.
Right. Mike Morin.
Rematch,
We want a rematch. You got that. There will be a rematch. There will be a rematch. Mike Morin will talk to the winners. Both hitting 600. Mike Morin. First of all, Mike, before we talk to them, talk about your book one more time, if these walls could talk.
It's a book about the Red Arrow Diner in Manchester, which is 100 years old, which has had every celebrity in the world, politicians, movie stars, and it's available. If I sell any more copies today, $5 for each book goes to Candlepins for Cancer. Thank you for that opportunity.
All right. Thank you, Mike Morin. Talk to Al.
Who do I talk to? The senior member of today's bowling action with the senior broadcaster. It all kind of works out.
Thanks.
But you know something, we hope you get into the Hall of Fame, but you're already in the Hall of Fame for trash talking. I will say.
Only with Amanda.
I've made that observation.
I didn't say nobody else, just her. Well, she told me she was going to do some bad things to me.
Oh, really? Well, I'm hoping we get some video of that, but that's a whole different.
I don't want no video of that.
You told me that one of the first people that had a lot of faith in you was the great Charlie Jutras. Is that true?
Yeah, I grew up watching him on TV. When I first met him, it's kind of a quick story if you got like a minute or so. When I first met him, he asked me to bowl in a local pro tour, and I'm like, I known him from TV. He's a con man type guy. That's how good he was. He would sometimes bowl bad on purpose. My father used to bowl against him, and he would suck you in and then throw a 160. He was that good when he was young, and so I said no. And then the second time around, I said to him, Charlie, how'd you do in that pro tour? He says, you're not going to believe this. He says, a guy rolled a 245. I said, you wanted me to go in that tour? I said, who won? He says, oh, I won. I'm like, what? I'm not going in that tour. I know nothing about it. But after that, he took me under his wing. He got me into a 10-stringer, and not to be arrogant, but I won the first 10-stringer I've ever bowled in, which was amazing to me. And then Charlie and I became close friends after that, and he taught me how to calm down. He taught me how to slow my feet down. He taught me how to step back off. He taught me like numerous things that you pick up as you're going to improve your game. And I miss him like you can't believe. He was one of the nicest men that I've ever met.
Well, speaking of Ralph Sem, who had that 245 game, he did it with house equipment.
Right. It was that part I didn't know till later, because I'm like, I'm not bowling against Ralph Sem. I'm like 245. But but Ralph Sem helped me out in my life, unknowing to him. I got thrown out of the Western New England Candlepin Association for being stupid and an idiot and swearing a lot. And it was the best thing that could ever happen to me.
All right. Well, thank you and congratulations. It was fun to watch you and Amanda as a team. All right. Nicely done.
Mike, before you talk to Craig, he beat you twice on Channel 5. So you can't beat him if you join him, right? And now you beat him today. So you beat him on TV today, 618 to 604. So you have bragging rights in the streaming era.
It's okay. No, Al's a good guy, so it's fine.
Great
I tell you what, though, if you really dig deep, all of the team events that I've been in against his team, my team has done very well.
Oh, we know. We know. All right, Mike Morin with Craig Holbrook. Wrap it up.
You've always been fun to talk to. You know, I said he's in the Hall of Fame for trash talking. I'm going to put you in the Hall of Fame, besides competitive ability, for great stories.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're in the Hall of Fame in almost every sport, you're retired. So I'm still bowling, but I'm having so much fun. And you get to meet the people along the way. You make new friends. You travel around, and it's a great time, really.
A story that you told me made me think this day maybe wouldn't have happened if you hadn't blown off practice in high school and you got benched.
Yes. Intramural bowling interrupted basketball practice. So when I didn't make it to basketball practice, they suspended me for a game on the basketball team. But it's okay. I was only a bench player, so I wasn't a superstar. But I did have a good day bowling that day. I hit 403.
Yeah, and when they announced over the school, intercom, coach said, "Oh, 407, Mr. Hotshot," and you said, "Yeah, I think I'm not going to come to practice."
Especially when 80 people bowled that day and nobody broke 300. And I had 403.
Well, you didn't make the NBA, but you certainly made a nice career for yourself. Congratulations. And it looks like you had fun today.
I did. This was great. They want to do it again, though, huh?
The same matchup.
Try to get those DraftKings people together next time, and maybe they should favor us a little.
Well, it's open in mass now, so I think this could happen. Craig, thank you. Right. Congratulations to you and your partner, Paul.
Congratulations, Craig. Great job. Yeah. Great career. Keep it going. Mike Morin, a privilege and honor to work with you.
I tell you, keep bringing these great matches and these great bowlers. It'll be tough to keep me away.
All right, you got it. So back to Greg Gouillart, the ladies and the legends. The legends take it over the ladies. Back to Greg Gouillart to wrap it up on the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network. Greg.
Thanks so much. Thank you all very much for watching this presentation of Candlepin Bowling Network. Paul, Grant, anything else to say at this point, or shall we wrap it up here?
Wow.
Indeed, what a match it was. On behalf of Paul Grant, Mike Morin, and Greg Gouillart, and everyone here at Candlepin Bowling Network, thank you so much for watching this special presentation of Candlepins for Cancer. Your final score again, the gentlemen 1,222, the ladies 1,151. We will see you for the next broadcast, and until next time, so long.